Have Takomo taken one step forward into taking over the YouTube game? Now, if you've seen my channel before, you would have seen I've made loads of reviews about the 301 CBs, and I've also made a video about Wesley Bryan putting Takomo 301 CBs and 301 MBs in his bag. Now, first of all, there's been a lot of speculation about what clubs Bustajack are using. Looking at Bustajack's Instagram, you can see that they've been using PXG within the year, and they've officially signed with them, making loads of videos about how good the PXG driver is and how good the irons are. But some of you guys have noticed that in their bag, they're not using the PXG driver anymore. Throughout the last month of videos, they've actually switched to a TaylorMade Stealth. I think it's a Stealth 1 or a Stealth 2, I'm not sure, but they've made that huge switch and they made it vocal on their channel. Now, it wasn't until I watched their recent 3 or 4 videos that I noticed that they were using new irons as well. At first glance, because I use 301 CBs myself, I kind of recognised what they were using and I want to investigate further. Luckily, whilst I was watching in their newest Hawaii video, I was able to get a close-up of their golf bag through their cart cam. Now you can see really clearly in the cart cam that they're using 301 CBs or 301 MBs. I think it's MBs. Now the question is, have Takomo signed Bustajack, or are they influenced by Wesley Bryan, who's been vocal about adding the 301 MBs and the 301 CBs combo to his bag?
Now during this time on the PGA Tour, there was loads of articles coming out about Wesley Bryan and his new irons. For a relatively unknown brand in mainstream media, why is Wesley Bryan putting these in his bag? The articles highlight that Wesley Bryan's using a combination of the 301 CBs and the 301 MBs. This was relatively secret until he came out in videos saying that he was using them and how much he raves about them. Now Bustajack's likes, views and subscribers have rocketed since joining the likes of Wesley Bryan, Grant Horvat and Micah Morris on their channel. You can see their popularity is growing and you ought to wonder, why are they using Takomos over other irons? Personally, I think Wesley Bryan has a lot to do with it.
Now, it kind of shows me and their viewer that they weren't overly happy with the PXG clubs. They could have chosen TaylorMade, they could have chosen Callaway, but they've chosen Takomo. This is a huge step forward for Takomo, and I'm really interested to see if they kind of highlight it in their videos, whether that's on Takomo's YouTube channel or on their Instagram, or perhaps Bustajack will announce it themselves. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm so interested in whether or not they're using Takomos. So for me, I use the Takomo 301 CBs, and I absolutely love them, and I've been following Takomo over social media just to try and see who else is using the clubs. They've signed people like Claire Hogle, Golf Sidekick, Eric Angers-Lang, and now they're kind of looking into the YouTube space even further. They've got Wesley Bryan using the clubs, and I think he's had some influence on Bustajack. I think it's really interesting because obviously there's some really big names in the sport, like TaylorMade, Titleist and Callaway, but Takomo, who are a relatively small brand, they're now branching out and they're managing to get people involved. Now it shows me and other viewers that Takomo are a serious threat for these bigger brands. These influencers who are big names on YouTube are choosing Takomo over TaylorMade, Callaway and Titleist. So I'm going to keep my eye on the situation. I'm going to message a few people, keep my eye on the space, and I'll let you know if I find out anything. Thanks very much for watching. Please make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed this. Please make sure you leave a comment if you have any thoughts on the situation, and please make sure you subscribe for the next one.